Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at us.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky at us.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Oi! Sorry, everybody. I apologize. I was sleeping. I was in bed.
Oh my God!
John Morgan, we haven't spoken for time. Yeah, now I was asleep. I won't lie to you lot. It's Monday, man. Monday is too ruthless. But yeah, I'm here now. Spin. But yeah, it's even shameless to say good morning. But yeah, he don't even care. No, I care. I care. I was asleep. What's good though, everyone? Wait, what's going on? That's wrong. I don't know where the numbers are, but yeah, you know what? Has anything happened though? Let's go and check. Let's go and see what our wonderful club is doing. Who knows? We could be linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, Callum Wilson. Oh my God. The Athletic. Okay. I was only playing. Man United have been offered the chance to sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, and Callum Wilson. It's expected that United would only advance on these if at all, towards the end of the window if they didn't get any of their top targets. Well, how are we looking for trying to get our top? Jamie Vardy, Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson. What's happened to Manchester United? Seriously. This article, yeah. Nah. Okay. Check this out. If I said to you 8 years ago, we're gonna bring in these players in 8 years' time, the cusses that I would have got, the level of I would have been flogged. The way that everyone would have responded and acted would have been crazy. But here we are. The fact that it's in Athletic makes me sick. It is like, the fact that this is in the Athletic is very concerning. What does that even mean? What does that mean? So Calvert-Lewin could potentially happen. They're all, oh my God, of the three, I'm not even saying that. I'm not. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't. You can. I can't.
I can't do it.
You can. You can do it. You can.
What's going on? Where are we living? What has happened? What's happened? On a serious note, something has happened. How broke are we? How broke are we? What are we like? Is this like super broke? Like, I don't understand what's going on now. Like, you know when he said, Man United got some financial issues, and you think, oh, that's weird. But we're moving like we got severe financial issues. This is feeling, Is it not feeling severe? I was listening to the red carpet on the drive home, and they will say, Minna was like, we finished 15th, and the 15th man them are all just pulling up with smiles on their faces. And I was like, that's so true. Everyone's pulling up like nothing bad happened. We got the 15 place players and manager just there. Just everyone just smiling, plus Cunha. That's what we done. We got, Man United, please. If you told me to close the gap, it's Calvert-Lewin. Oh my God. Are they trying to kill me? Look at this. Oh my God. Yeah, someone else has done the work for me, so I don't even have to. Look at this nasty. This is nasty. Check this out. Are you taking the piss? Oh my God. On paper, that's crazy. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
You are an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat.
The midfield. Indeed, in the guts. Market opportunity, indeed, in gut. Oh, we're broke. Okay. All right, cool. This is it. I understand it now. We are broke. What do you lot? This is ugly. That is ugly. That team stinks. Oh my God. Freaking hell. That can't be. We're not doing that. They're not doing that. This is not Barada's plan. If that's not Barada's plan, I know Barada doesn't want to do that. That's bullshit. Ter Stegen refusing to lose. Well, at least other people refuse to leave, because that's what we have to go through. PSG are demanding north of 50 million to sell Colomani, which is too expensive for Juve. 50 million euros? I'll take it. Colo Mwans versus Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, and Callum Wilson. Go and get that's what, 50 million. What's that like 40, 45 on Colo Mwani? I'm taking him. I'm going to get him. If it's too expensive, we should go in and get him. What do you lot think? 37 mil. Go and get him. What? We're too big. Colo Mwans ain't good enough for us. Another PSG. Are you not all right? I will go and get that instead. I'd go and get that. Wait a minute. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Vardy, Callum Wilson versus Kolo Muani. KG's desperate. Oh, you lot taking the piss. You lot pissing me off. Of course I'm desperate. Bro, they're doing team lineups. Yeah? Like this. This is the team lineup we've seen today. This. finished. I'm finished.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
I'm finished. When my rivals are signing, thinking about going to get Eze, Gyökeres, and everyone. Bro, what's wrong with this club though? How is it, yeah? We can't get 12 million for Langs and stuff, like, but he's now worth 55 million. 55 million. Where? How? We can't even give away Rashford. We can't give away Rashford, bro. The market's inflated, but when it's us, it's deflated. Are you now telling me that is Elanga better than Garnacho? Is Elanga better than Garnacho? I need to know. Honestly, I need to know. Just Elanga's better than Garnacho. Okay. Cool. All right. Wicked. The line's open, man. Fuck off, everyone. You lot chatting shit. When? How? How is Elanga better than Garnacho? I hate it here, bro. I hate it. I hate everyone I hate it, bro. We just chat shit. We all just chat shit, bro. How? When? It's one of them shows today, bro. Elanga's better than Garnacho. That's what we're saying. 6 goals, 11 assists, say so. Let's open the lines, man. We just chat shit, bro. Then he's gonna go and then okay. I can't believe, bro. I'm listening to Mandem in the group explain to me why 50 million makes sense and Man United were wrong to give away Elanga. What? That's like when these players play for us, no one can see that they might have ability, even the fans. As soon as they leave, they're sensational. He's a game changer. Okay. I'm getting to the stage where I don't even care no more, bro, which is bad. What is that? Oh, let me sort it out. I moved this yesterday. Pav.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm pissed off, bro.
Let me tell you something. This club is lying to us. We've got bare money, bruv. Bare money.
Where from?
Brother, we're turning down money, so we have bare money now. We're turning down money. We're loaded. We must be loaded. These men have got cash in hand, bro. We turned down we didn't tell Bruno to leave. That would have been 100 mil in our pockets. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're turning down 100 milli. All right. Say less. Then Amazon want to give us 10 mil for 1 year of filming.
Turn it down.
No. Listen.
You want to see our embarrassing club on the mains? You want to see?
Hold on a second. Everybody already knows. Every man, woman, child, dog knows how crap we are inside and out.
You don't.
We've had play. No. Please. It's all been there for us to see. Ronaldo spilled the beans. Every player has spilled the beans about this club.
You want them to show what the club's
legends. old players, people like Varane spilled all the beans about this club. So what does it matter if it's shown on the screen? And anyway, they'll limit what they show anyway. The club will say, right, you can show this and this and this, but you can't show that. Right? There'll be bits that'll be censored, right? Yeah.
No, it won't
You
be.
no, bro.
No,
Arsenal went through the same thing. Arsenal went through the same thing when they did their all or nothing. Yeah. Who are we to turn down money when the club keep telling us we have no money, but yet you arseholes keep turning down money? You're homeless people turning down money from people giving it to you.
You're moving mad. This is a shit.
Bro, who are we to turn down money?
Pav,
Everybody knows how crap we are, so why are we turning down money when we desperately apparently need it? Where else are we getting the money from? No one is buying our players, so where are we getting the money from? You're turning down money from people who are willing to pay you money for minimal work. What, they're going to come there and record some footage?
Pav,
You're turning down 100 mil for a 30-year-old going into 31. Yeah, we have no hopes of getting Champions League next year with how we're moving. So why are you keeping a player like Bruno here? For what reason? We're not competing for anything next year. Right now, you have turned down 110 million in a space of a month. You absolute fools. You all deserve to be in prison.
You see that money? I swear to God, you're not thinking correctly.
Bro, the club keeps telling us they have no money, but people are willing to give you money and you're saying no.
You think.
And then we're sitting there crying about not buying anyone and crying about 5 million add-ons for Mbemo and having to rely on other clubs to buy our past players to give us a little bit of change. And you're telling me, don't do it. We're already in embarrassment, bro. What does it matter if we're on the main screens? The players do it on our behalf anyway. The club don't have to do it. The players will come out and embarrass us anyway. Yeah, you got people like Rashford going out embarrassing the club. People like Sancho. So what does it matter if it's on the main screen? Because the players do it on their own fucking social media anyway. Give us that 10 mil, bro. I'm sick and tired of hearing people coming. We got no money. We got no money. But yet you're bigging up the club for fucking telling Amazon to fuck off. And then you still come in here saying that we got no money. You absolute fucking frauds.
Pav, I'm telling you now, this is a mad take.
Brother, they went to Asia, yeah, for 10 mil. And the players were doing fucking bus parade, yeah.
Yes, they went to Asia for 10 mil, and you're going to open up your whole dressing room for the same price. You play two games.
Yes.
How does that make sense? You're going
Bro, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
What are you not?
Are we?
I get out. What are you not afraid of? Man said, you lot can respond to that. I don't even know who can respond to that one that Pav's just said. That's absolute mint. John Morgan, welcome to the show.
Bro, I come back. So I've been working. I thought I'm going to leave. I'm going to join the show. And bro is talking about 10 million, bro. Do you want to get banted for 10 million? 10 Zidane Iqbals. You want to get banted for 10 Zidane Iqbals?
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
Imagine 15th place club on the main screen on Amazon. And the rival sitting with popcorn. Look at this club. Are you nuts? No amount of money. No amount of money, bro. 100 million, 200 million. We're already an embarrassment. Now you want to make the allegations clear. We are banter. Nah, bro. Now we can still fight it because
bro, man said he wants to expose everything for 10 Zidane Iqbals. It's not enough.
No,
it's not enough. That's dirty laundry, bro. That is the dirtiest of laundry, bro. On what? How can he say such a thing?
And do you know what the thing is? No, I swear the people at Amazon, right? They see the club like United, but there must be some donut in the conference room saying, yeah, let's put the camera in United. I'm sure the world wants to see what's going on. Obviously, the world wants to see what's going on. For 10 million only. That's absolutely diabolical. The whole world wants to see what's happening in that club. And you want to give us 10 million? in fact, bro, leave immediately. You know, on FIFA when you make a bid for a player and the people say,
they
"You're
walk
not
out,
serious."
they walk out.
Bro,
They
you're
don't
not
say bye.
serious, bro.
Bro, you're not serious. No, I don't think there's enough. No, this perhaps saying the world already knows we're shit, yeah. I feel like this is the first war that we're gonna have because I feel like Pav's ready to die on this hill. All right.
The only thing I will say,
Why did you
yeah,
bring
10
him
million,
in?
10 million is not enough. I said it in the chat yesterday. Give me like 20 to 50, yeah, because that's what we get.
Yeah,
But the thing
okay.
is,
Nobody is going to give you that.
Okay.
Nobody is going to
Uncle,
give you
please
that.
hold on. The world already knows how shit we are. We have players. The manager fucking puts out the dirty laundry for everyone to see anyway. He publicly beefing Rashford. So what are we missing that we don't already see on the outside as fans? Everybody knows how shit we are run. Yeah, the club will obviously censor certain bits out. They're not going to just say to Amazon, right, you got free roam. They're going to censor things out.
That is not how it works.
No,
You
but
need to
the
understand.
problem is
Hold on.
everyone comes on there and says we have no money. When people are offering money, you like, no,
hold
fuck
on.
off. I want to stay hungry.
No.
We'll stay hungry. Bare bones.
Why are you
Bare
angry?
bones.
Why are you angry? Why are you angry?
Because everyone comes on here every day and says we have no money, but people offer us money and we turn it down. We turn it down all the time.
So you're angry. So you're angry because we did not get 100 million for Bruno, and we did not get 10 million from Amazon.
Of course, I'm angry because now we're being linked to scrubs like Wilson, fucking Dominique, and fucking vodka drinking Jamie Vardy.
Let me clear
That's
that.
what we're getting linked to.
Let me clear that up. Do you see when Man United, when they know, and you know I used to say this thing before, that sometimes people just put out information because they know that Man United fans are going to lap it up and make a whole case out of it. Somebody comes tomorrow and says, KG, you're linked to a mansion in LA. Does it mean you want to buy the mansion? Or they say somebody in LA has offered you a mansion. You did not go to look for the mansion. You're sitting in your house. Somebody brings a newsletter and gives you and say there's a mansion in LA for sale. Tomorrow there's a news that comes out that they offered you a mansion. It does not mean you want to buy it. That you're offered does not mean you're interested. Read that news again. The news said these players have been offered to Man United. This is agents talking. I don't know why we get furious over something that doesn't have a head or tail. These are the players' agents clearly talking.
Last thing, but
Again, I'm going to ask.
There's a last.
In Athletic, it does say if Man United can't find their top targets.
What did they say? No. What was the exact statement they said? If we can't find the top targets, what was the next statement?
They will consider these players.
No. Read it exactly how they said it.
Man United offered a chance to sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's expected that United will only advance on these if
it is what? It is what?
They'll only advance on these.
Well, no, that is that statement. It is expected. Who expects it? You see, when you people read news, you don't read it with context. Who expects it?
Oh my God!
When they say it is expected, who expects it? Is it their editor in chief? Is it Austin? Is it Man United? Who exactly expects it?
Should we just disregard all the things that the Athletic put out then from now on? We won't use them as a credible source anymore, yeah?
No,
David Ornstein was for the Athletic. So let's disregard everything that anyone who says anything who works for the Athletic.
But it does not mean because people are 100%
No, but Uncle,
correct,
I'll be honest. You come on here, and like half time you come in here, you make sense. The other time you sound like a fucking glazer. I'll be honest.
No, but it is you that is not reasoning. Because I've asked
I don't need to reason. I don't need to reason. I've been trying to reason with this club since 2005.
You're so hot-headed that you're not paying attention. I've told you, go back to that.
What is there that's gonna make me calm?
People have
Tell me.
offered Man United. People have offered Man United. If you offer me and I don't want to buy something, it is still going to be news that I was offered. And then they also said it is expected. And then I ask you, who expects it? Is it them that are making the assumption? Who exactly is expecting that Man United will sign these players? When you're reading something, read it with context. This is not news. And look at how far down.
Didn't the Athletic say that Man United will advance and only advance if they can't get their top target? So we've already lost Gyökeres, which was our top target.
They said it is expected.
So what's the difference?
My question is, who expects? Because you don't know who expects it.
1 second. I need to
That's
put.
not how it goes, bro.
I need to
That's not
put
how
you
the
guys on the
drama
bench.
goes.
I need to put Pavan Onko on the bench for a second. Let me put Pavan on the bench. And let's try.
The problem that we have is that
Yeah.
we everything that we see that we don't like, we overhype. We do this with everything at our club. And I think what's happening at the moment is that the way we're doing our transfers, a club that doesn't have money doesn't spend 60 million on Cunha. It doesn't go and bids another 55 plus add-ons for Mbremo. That's what I'm thinking. A club that don't have money is trying to sell players and trying to make sure
No,
that
but what I want to focus on, the conversation right now is Pav saying, open up the club for 10 million pounds.
Absolutely not. KG.
See, that's
Firstly,
not what
KG, you should do
said,
a
though.
poll. You should do a
That's
poll
not
in the
what he
chat.
said.
Just ask people. Would do a poll in the chat. Ask people would they take 10 mil for the Amazon doc?
But that's not what Pav said. He even
said don't turn down the 10 million.
No,
He
that's
said
not
he
what
did.
he said. No,
It's not quite what he's saying.
because if you
Not
remember
quite what
when
he's saying.
he came in, he said something about 20 to 50 million. He said the 10 million is not enough, but turning down money is what he
The
doesn't
wait, but let
understand.
me rebuttal that because the 10 million is by far the most that they've ever paid for a documentary. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
go over that, man.
yeah,
Do you think they're gonna go?
That's all they've offered us, guys. So man, them are
Nah,
creating money that's not there. What are you telling me?
That's like
30
10
million.
million.
They offered 10 million and we turned it down. They offered 10 million, we turned it down.
Which 10 million, which is way more than they've paid any other club.
brother, we
Yeah,
are
but
bigger
we turn it down.
we are
amount
bigger
of
than any
exposure they will get.
other club. It is only expected. My own thing is like I wouldn't take 10 million to like just open our.
How much would you take for the disrespect?
Oh, how much? 25.
How much would you take to show how mad this club is?
Oh,
How much would you lot take?
25, 30.
50 million is not enough.
25, 30.
Bro,
25,
think about
30.
this, guys. Think about this quickly. We have got Nacho, all right? When he's supposed to be filtered, speaking up a mad thing in interviews, all right? We had Paul Pogba going on international duty, talking up crazy things. Imagine you get a Man United dressing room, heat of the moment stuff on camera
With cameras,
without any
with
filter.
cameras there.
Like, what does
Bro.
that have to do with anything, bro? I want to see it. That would be good television still.
I don't know. That would be horrible to listen. Yeah,
like,
Arsenal still get bantered for the light. For what's the Arteta one with the light bulb?
Light bulb.
People still bantering for that.
Arsenal are still getting
And the sound
bantered.
effects
Now
in
they
training.
have,
And
now
yeah,
they
will never walk alone just to get beaten. You want to see that? You want to see the it's way worse. It's way. What you think is bad behind the scenes?
They're gonna show the camera. The camera's gonna go down. Yeah, you think Man United are gonna be in the edit? In the edit room, the camera.
KG, you know what they'll do? You know they'll do this one. They'll do this one. One sec, Charles. Charles, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna do this one. Camera pan down, microphones still on. That's the one that they're gonna do. You know,
They didn't want us to film at this time. Man United didn't want us to film at this time. Even if they faced the Blacks here after a 4-0 loss to I don't know.
And then you just hear the microphones moving mad, but no camera.
Like, I want to hear what Amorim tells these guys in the dressing room, bro. I want to hear everything. I want to see them getting rigged.
Our manager punched the TV.
I want to see it, bro. I want to see it.
Are you mad?
You know sometimes, Charles, you know sometimes ignorance is bliss.
That is why you would charge bare money, bro. It's good TV. I'm saying
and we're not the only ones seeing this. Our rivals are seeing this, Charles.
30 to 40 million. I will watch it. I will pay to watch it. I'm not even
crazy,
joking.
bro.
That's
and
good
then you still have a
TV. And at the
narrator.
same
Then you still have a
time,
narrator saying,
By the way,
I just want to add. This is what Inos has done to us. We've turned into slugs now. We've actually turned into slugs. Play the clip.
Play the
video.
I didn't become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag.
Ineos has decided to let everyone know that we are being pimped out. That's what I'm getting from this. Ineos are turned into pimps. Glazers run the streets. And fans and players are slags now. That's it.
Oh my God!
Nah, that's
all I've got. Bro, no way, bro.
Nah,
Man is gonna slag it off.
You man, and this is the pause moment, but you man want to open the ash for 10 million. Like you're not going to get 100 million of insults afterwards.
Abs, you're right, Abs. Think of how mad the timeline is now. Think of how mad the timeline is for us as fans right now. Imagine after the documentary.
No,
we're trending.
No,
we would trend for years.
For Man United, we're always top of the search list on Twitter. Trending every fucking day. We're trending, and you want to now put a camera in there? You man, flags.
Nah, I want to see Amorim, bro. I want to see
platinum.
when he said, Garnacho, you should be lucky if you find yourself on another club. I want to.
Do you know how happy I was to see that we're not doing a documentary?
Yeah.
Thank God. I saw that news. I said, well done. That's the one thing, just one deal that broke down that I was happy about.
Every episode will have 5 talking points on Twitter.
Bro, that's money.
And you know what's mad, KG? It was Amorim that said no. It wasn't Inos. Inos wanted to do it. It was Amorim that said no.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what the reports were this morning.
No. Check.
That's what
they all agreed. Last. They all agreed.
Gucci's FC, bro.
Obviously, they're gonna all agree. Obviously, they're gonna all
you're
agree.
killing us, bro.
Wait, I'm gonna bring in Pav and Onks again. I'm gonna bring in Pav and Onks. Pav.
Courts is right. Amorim did say no to the documentary. So not only this man cost us 100 mil in that Europa League final, he's fucking throwing away another fucking 10, 20 mil over a documentary.
Pav,
don't you dare come and
Pav, stop adding 20 million to the price. They
Bro,
said
you're telling me that the club couldn't negotiate a higher fee from Amazon? You're telling me they couldn't?
They tell you 20 million was on the table. Where have you got a mix?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying what I said earlier. Right? I wasn't happy that it was just 10 million. I would have been happy if it was 20 to 50 for a documentary. But the club of like Man United's size, yeah, with the fan base that we got around the world, brother, 10 mil's not enough. 20 would have been fine. But I don't know what are you. The problem is. The problem is, what are you lot scared of? What are you lot scared of?
No.
Our fucking dirty laundry has been out for everyone to see for fucking 10 years minimum. For 10 years.
You know, Pav, one sec. Uncle, one sec. Uncle, just give me 1 sec. So you know, sometimes, yeah, there's like things that happen behind the scenes, and you've heard noises and you've heard rumors, and you're like, right, this is a madness. And
I'm telling you again, Courts, they will censor things off.
Layers. But bro, like I said, don't you think documentary makers have ways around those censors? They can do stuff. They'll be like, right, we're not showing footage, but there will be audio. They can do that. Listen, there's sometimes things are mad, but they're way worse than you realize. And sometimes you don't want to see what's going on. You don't want to show how bad we are to the world.
The Garnacho Amorim 1v1. Oh my days. Oh my.
Let me start from somewhere, because I think when we hear a lot of these things, context is actually very important, right? So when you're saying 10 million is too small, do you know how much the Amazon pays clubs for documentaries on average? Because I think you're looking at it as though it's a player signing. This is not a player signing.
It doesn't
look at on average.
No one said it was.
Hold on. Look at on average how much clubs are paid for documentaries, and then compare it with what Man United was offered. They have already said that it is by far the highest that any club has been offered. Now, you want to now double it to 20 million. But then, while doubling it to 20 million, you're also going to tell them, oh, don't shoot this part, don't shoot this part. You think that's how negotiation works?
Yes.
You think you want to collect more money, but then still limits them to what they will
air? If they're that desperate to show you behind the scenes of Man United, they will do it. They will do it.
Said they were desperate.
You don't know either. You don't know either. Have you talked to them? Have you talked to them?
But you're calling extra money. No, but you're calling extra money that you don't know either.
They negotiate. They can negotiate more money. They can negotiate for more money.
How do you know?
They can negotiate. I don't know, but I'm just saying they could. They could. I'm not saying they will. I say they could negotiate for money. There's a difference. Listen to what I'm saying.
Now that is one angle. Another angle is the fallout. Now, when you hear something like Amorim broke TV, that is as far as we know. Some players might have hissed, some players might have cursed, some players might have reacted some way. We did not hear that part of the story. That is controlled journalism. Now, hold on. If people now have access to not only show what the manager said, but show player reactions, show sections, show players that are working in this group versus other
What
players that are working in
scenes,
this
bro?
group,
Like,
and all these things. We are not only talking about the fallout for the fans. You're also talking about potential signings that will watch the video and say, I don't want to come
stop
into
it!
this.
Stop that! Stop that! Stop that! Stop that! Stop
Potential
that!
signings
Nah,
that will say,
nah.
I don't want to
That
come
didn't
into
stop
this
Arsenal
chaos.
from
Yes.
signing players.
You
Stop.
lot think we're
Because
gonna sign
Arsenal, because
players
Stop
every
Arsenal
day?
was not,
signing
because
players,
Arsenal was not
bro.
in
Stop.
15th. Arsenal was not in
Stop.
15th, struggling. Arsenal was not in 15th
Are they
place,
going to record the
struggling.
season that has already ended? What are you saying now?
No, but do we know
What
what
are you
this season is
saying?
going to be like?
No,
Arsenal
no,
were
no.
already in
Argue
the
your argument.
ascendancy.
Argue your argument,
Arsenal,
but don't
Arsenal
be
was
here
already in
chatting.
the
Don't be here
Arsenal was
chatting,
already
bro.
in the ascendancy when that documentary was recorded. If by
Brother,
the end
we
of
were just
next
talking
season,
about light bulb and win, and we're talking about making fun of Arsenal. You're telling
well,
me they were in the
what
ascendancy.
position did Arsenal
What?
finish that season?
Brother,
What
who
position did Arsenal
cares?
finish that
The
season?
points that
But,
was being
but it
made was
matters.
the thing
It
embarrassed
matters.
Arsenal. But guess
But
what?
not
They're
as much
signing
as it's going to
players.
embarrass Man
They're
United.
signing
It is
players
not as
though
much
without
as
an
it is going
issue.
to embarrass.
Don't tell me that. Nah,
What,
bro.
Uncle?
We were
What
not,
are you
we were not
scared of?
going to
I want
Tell me
to,
who is signed.
guys.
What do you mean?
Guys, I want to ask you all,
for
yeah,
10
what
million.
are you,
Stop this thing.
what are you not scared of? What are you scared of when all our dirty laundry is already out there? What are you scared of?
All our dirty laundries are not out there, Pav.
Of course
All
it
our dirty
is.
laundries are not. It is not. Because
It's
player
been out there for
reactions,
years.
player comfort.
It's
No,
been
no,
out
no.
there for years.
When
Our
Rashford
ex-players do
when Rashford
interviews.
goes to
They do
party,
interviews. They do interviews
but
and
that is
expose them.
what they say. Those are ex-players, and a lot of them don't do interviews until 4 or 5 years down the line. Even ex-coaches, you see, somebody like Louis Van Gaal, he didn't do any interview until 4 or 5 years. These are agreements that are signed. You cannot just come and talk about the club until a certain number of years after, and then by the time you say 3 or 4 years after, you're no longer relevant to the current players. That is how these things work. Have you heard any manager sacked this season and next season is coming to talk bad about Man United? It doesn't work like that because contracts
It's
are
fine.
signed.
You lot don't want to document you. You want to sit there, protect your precious manager who's done fuck all since he's been there. That's fine. Good. Well done. Well done.
So this is you're just angry at everybody.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
What the fuck that has to do with Amorim, bro? Accepting those 10 million, yeah? John Morgan, one second. Accepting those 10 million, yeah? It's like the girls going to Dubai and eating shit for money, yeah? For a few iPhones and Apple Watches.
Somebody
That's the
mute
same
this
equivalent.
guy, please.
Okay. I want to ask a question, all right? And I want to throw this maybe to Abs. Abs, tell me, do you think having a documentary on in the dressing room would add more pressure onto the manager given the reality of what happened last season?
I don't want any cameras in our shitty squad anywhere near our squad, so they can start acting up worse than they already are. Yes, our laundry is already out, but some of it, thank God, most people feel it's not 100% true. We don't know the full story. If we have a camera there, we'll start seeing full stories. I don't want that. We have enough noise as it is. How about we just silently work on our issues and get back to being winners? Silently.
Simple.
Leave it alone. Just leave
Simple.
it alone.
You want to work silently, but who didn't the club come out and tell everyone literally a week after the Tottenham game? Everyone was sat in the room and everyone was exposed to the chat with Garnacho and the manager when the manager told him to go fuck himself and leave. And that was out in the press pretty much the next day. Is this the silence you're talking about?
But that is not dirty laundry.
Hold on, Uncle.
Of course it is. What else is that? What else is that? Because now that's made clubs not go in for this guy.
Calm down.
Listen carefully. I don't even like that. So why would I want a camera in there? I don't like that. I think Man United have lost their way so badly. Now everyone's news is coming out. This never happened before. All this nonsense that's happening, this is not normal for our club. It is becoming normal now, right? But this is why I don't want a camera to make it worse. Again, I repeat, all the clippables we got from the Arsenal one, all those clips we got from Jose and Tottenham. You want the Man United version? Fuck that.
Also,
someone in the chat says,
if you look at what happens, like if you look at what happens with our players, right? You get reports, but then you get counter reports that kind of gives you a gray area. if there's no gray area, we're going to see, and not just we, the rival fans that is absolutely loving the state that we're in. They're going to see it, and you're going to get clips on X, clips on Instagram, clips all over the shop telling us how bad we are, showing us exactly who we are, and we don't need that right now. And you know what another thing is, Pev, right? You're talking about the money. I don't see United having a problem trying to get players, because if I look at it, we wanted to sign Gyökeres, he didn't want to come. We're trying to sign him Buemo. We don't want to overpay for him. Right now, I understand that there's some people that will do negotiations different, but that we don't want another Anthony situation. We don't want another Hoyland situation. So we want to pay the right price. All of a sudden, if you give us money, clubs are going to look at us trying to buy their players and say, but you have money to spend, so you must pay us this amount or he's not going to go. So I think the having no money is kind of like a card to say that we want to pay the right price, but at the same time, we don't want to leave the table type of thing. So there's different angles to how we can look at it. So to say we want money, yeah, okay, we had money, and we didn't spend it well. And the way Inos does business, you there's no confidence from my side that if they get the money, they're gonna spend it well.
Do you know what's crazy?
Oh, okay, you're back.
Do you know what's crazy? When, like, the fact that you, man, are willing to risk it all for nothing less than generational money. I'm talking about up to what the Cowboys, to see that Cowboys deal, that's what you got to be looking at. You got to be looking at north of 200 million, 300 million. It has to be something that's like, you opened up everything for this big deal. And even that, I still, because we're going to embarrass ourselves, bro.
Wait, hold on, chill out.
Hold on 1 second. Imagine the season that we just had and the Amazon cameras were in there then. 15th. What happens after the day when Garnacho, the final, or when Amarin punches the wall, or when we get fists up at home by all these teams, bro? What happens after all these big games? What are you, man, saying? Or just imagine we just been defeated on Super Sunday, and then they go into the dressing room. Are you not mad? At Man United, we know the problems are bad, but guess what? We can't see the problems. We know there's something bad going on, but we haven't got the full proof. You're saying give everybody everything. Are you crazy? Are you on drugs? And then you know it's trending. The biggest club, and remember, people hate us already. That editor, you have to praise a Man United fan. The person editing this documentary, you have to praise in the hands of let it be a Liverpool fan. Let it be an Arsenal fan that has the final say on the edit. You'll see something that you can't believe, bro.
Let the editor be puff.
I work in TV.
Can I add something quickly?
I work in TV.
I have a
telling you how we put shots together. And there's things that you say, make this moment happen. There's
Charles,
someone.
Let me say something before you ask your question, yeah? Can you guys imagine Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Evra, all those people in Sky, Carragher getting a hold of backroom scenes for Sky for Monday Night Football?
The overlap. Imagine the overlap breakdown.
Yeah, money now.
For 20 million.
Wait, hold on, because I'm not really understanding some people's position. Because it sounds like people only have a problem with the price, not the documentary itself. So, hold on, because you just said 100 million you are doing.
No, not 100 million, bro. 3. I want generational money.
Wait, so basically we are saying, like, if they drop 100 million,
100, not enough.
And everyone agrees 100 M's not enough.
You don't doing it for 100 million?
No.
So for no price, are you guys doing it?
It has to be stupid money. It
has to be 250, bro. Minimum.
That KG, that Cowboy deal you're talking about, was that for 1 year or was that over multiple years?
They didn't do it for multiple years.
I don't know, because I don't follow the American football, so I was just wondering, was it a 1 year thing or multiple years?
In the chat, let us know if it's multiple years, but it's not for multiple years.
The point I was trying to make is that since the transfer windows or the season's been over, People have been coming and saying we got no money, we got no money, got no money. But when it gets offered to us, the club keep declining it. So what is it? That we have the money, or you just don't want to take the money and you want us to struggle? That's the point I'm making, because I'm sick and tired of hearing we're getting offered money, but nobody wants to fucking take money.
Yeah, but sometimes, sometimes you could be homeless, and like, there's been people on the street, and you offer them food, and they don't want food. Like,
what, you offer them a sandwich, and they turn around and tell you they want a fucking Wagyu beef?
No, but not every money is good money. There are consequences to the money you receive. Not every money is good money. That is what you have to understand. You give me money for my soul. Why would I take it? You have to look at the bigger consequences. If Manu is going to lose long term from that 10 million, you might gain 10 million now. But if in future players that are supposed to come will say, I saw you people's documentary. Look at how the players were fighting with the manager. I don't want to be part of that. Or it causes a lot of negative backlash. We might lose more long term in terms of reputation.
So let me ask you this question for the people that want the documentary for 20 million, yeah? Do you believe, if we signed Dom Calvert-Lewin,
fuck off.
Dom Calvert-Lewin, Ndidi, and
market opportunity.
Hold on. Who else would be linked to?
Callum Wilson, Jamie Vardy.
Any of those guys, yeah. And we haven't managed to get the Garnachos and stuff out of the room.
Brother.
Are you ready for that documentary?
I'm saying that.
Brother, I'm standing on my stance.
Brother.
Bro, the club's clapped anyway, so what difference does it make to me, other people seeing it when they already know that we're fucked?
I'm not ready.
Fucking rubbish.
Can you imagine that?
Absolute rubbish.
We have for the manager already for finishing 15th. Then you're going to see all that.
Brother,
you see, based on what Pav is saying, at this point, Pav doesn't really care. That is the thing. Now you're
Uncle's right. I really don't care. Uncle's right. I really don't care anymore. I really don't care.
You're not seeing the consequences.
There's not a single positivity that you can tell me that will make me positive. There's nothing that you can tell me that will make me positive about this club. Absolutely nothing.
Do you guys remember
we don't want it to get worse.
Do you guys remember the press when Onana dropped his car keys? Do you remember the stories? Do you remember the stories when Onana dropped his car keys? For that, there was whole heap of stories. Imagine the madness that goes on behind.
We gave them 45 minutes of content at Old Trafford.
So you're happy? You're happy with Amorim doing a daily interview for all these fucking news outlets, right?
But that is what we want to reduce. They're working on reducing it.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, let's say you're not happy. You're not happy with that, but the club was clearly happy taking all that money or however much it was getting Amorim.
We don't know what this season. We don't know what is going to happen this coming season.
That's controlled.
Yes, because this was last season when Amorim stepped in. The club had already had the contract agreement with the press, regardless of what manager. Amorim just had to walk in, but he walked into that situation. We don't know what the club is planning this season. Let us calm down.
And I don't even like that. And
I don't want Ndidi. I don't want to see Ndidi.
But the Dallas Cowboys deal was like the whole history of the club, like 1990s. Like it's a documentary for the whole history of the club, not this.
The club.
Well, Man U is a historic club now. Man United is a historic club.
They won't film.
I'm going to switch up the team. Sorry, you stay here. I'm going to switch up the team 1 second. There's people that want to have their say on this. I don't even know what to do.
I
told you, like this would be the biggest move, like the biggest slug move, bro.
Just
Dubai, bro.
Listen, Yo, change the thumbnail, change everything, because this show is literally doc or no doc, bro. Because that's what this conversation. Let's do what the ops think about this.
Fuck the ops, bro.
Nah, the ops are here, bro. They need to have their say as well, bro. This is.
Captain does not have a say for his club. We'll talk about other clubs, bro.
I don't care about Man United, man.
Bro, we're caring today, bro. This is a Man United. We're having a Man United type conversation today, bro. So you lot got to either join the conversation. If you want to miss this one out, I respect it. I missed Estrella. Yo,
you're doing the deal, bro. You're doing the deal, bro.
Bro, we might need you to do the deal. We might actually need you to. First things first, yeah. Let me ask Eugene, yeah. Should Man United do a documentary like this for 10 million? Do you think it's smart? Do you think this is the right move?
Okay, KG. First, I gotta say, right, congratulations on reaching 50K, right? We made it, bro. And to tell the truth, right, I can't even remember, right, how much Amazon paid us to do the documentary for us. I think it was a 5 million deal or something like that. And, you know, Levy is a slag. He'll take any money he has. And that's our philosophy, right? Being slags, right? Because, you know, you see our transfer window. I'm celebrating, right? Kota Takai coming in from Kawasaki Fontale. Just confirmed, right? But now, Manchester United fans, yeah, you guys, like what Path is saying. I understand what Path is saying, right? He's saying, right, you don't have money and you don't want to admit that you don't have money, but when you've been offered money, you don't want to take it, right? It's like you're offering, it's like you're offering a drug addict, right, food, and he doesn't want food. He wants crack.
Uncle Eugene.
Not all money is good money, bro.
Can I please?
So,
yeah, it's not the same money, bro.
Let me finish. Let me finish. But if you take this money and if your season turn around while this documentary is happening, imagine that positive effect. Don't forget.
Okay, what are the chances? What are the chances of this season turning around?
You want our season to turn around, yeah?
No, I'm not saying.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And we
I do not want to be part of the Mitchell FM. No.
Just talking over each other. Let him finish his point.
Yeah, and you can't even get Mbuemo cross the line. So you guys know that you need money, and you can't even ship your players off, right? Most probably Spurs will get Rashford on loan while you guys are paying 80% of his wages. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the season, because you know what Spurs does? We wait and we wait and we wait, and we're still waiting for kudos, you know. So yeah, we're still waiting. So you know, I'm a Spurs fan. I've accepted it. And when I met KG on DR Sports quite some time back, I keep telling KG, Spurs, MU is slowly turning into Tottenham Hotspur in the way they spend money.
Okay, hello. You're just taking the liberty. Listen to that nonsense. Turn the season around. This is how you want us to turn the season around. This.
No, it might be different if you get more money in.
Nah.
KG.
No.
Go on.
Can I quickly say my point, please?
Go ahead.
My thing is with this, the documentary or whatever they're trying to give to us, 10 million. I think it's a pin drop in the ocean. Like you can easily say no. All of this pleading money, but poor or broke, yeah. Like I said before in another group chat, if you're in this, if the same club are rejecting £100 million for a 31-year-old, where we know there's not a definitive future where you can build around for the next 3 to 5 years, then don't plead poverty. Secondly, this whole thing about we don't have money is complete BS. I've already said what I think the truth is. The Inos are a front for a business investment for the Glazers. And I'll quickly break it down. That piece of land that they own, yeah, that they're currently in correspondence with the local council and the government, going back and forth, they don't want to spend their own money developing it. But that regenerational project, when it's actually finished, it will be worth near enough to the billions, yeah? It's going to make them hundreds and hundreds of millions. So, if anything, they've brought in an investor. Instead of going from a foreign investment, they brought someone who's an English billionaire who's known to got friends in certain places, who will make that deal get over the line. What they're telling you right now is we're going to build a new stadium, but that's going to take time. You can't build a new stadium in 2 to 3 years. You have to get planning permission. You have to get the equipment. Then they're saying we're going to build around the youth. Again, everyone knows if you're building around youth, it's not going to be instantaneous. Again, that's another buying time tactic. Them saying we're going to win something in 2028, yeah? All those other points I've just said, it's a hypocrisy. It doesn't conflate on the same way. You see what I'm saying? Finally, if it comes to money, finally, this is my final point. If it comes to money, we are a massive conglomerate as Manchester United, yeah? If they wanted money, all they've got to do, you don't have to spend your own money to get money. You can hold something up as leverage to then get a pot of money. Just dumbing it down. If you won the lottery right now and you had £10 million and you wanted to be a property developer, I wouldn't say spend your money. I would advise my client, get that 10 mil, give the bank 5 million up for leverage. You don't have to give it to them, and then take out a pot of 15 to 20 million of access, but you have the leverage of the initial cash already.
Guys, all right, I'm going to say one thing, right?
Because it's in the suit.
Hold on, let me say one thing. Hold on, KG. You sound like Daniel Levy. Have you heard what he said? He sounds like Daniel Levy. Property, right? Leverage, loans, right? Guys, for Manchester United, right? His 20% share, right? He's lost a quarter of his wealth. Think about it. A quarter of his wealth, Sir Jim, while he's been at Manchester United. How long has he been at Manchester United? 2 years? Think about it, guys.
I hate what we
Not
Bro,
I hate
with all due respect, yeah, accepting the 10 million, yeah. I said it's the same, like, bro, it's the same shit. Those girls were going to Dubai and doing stuff for iPhones, bro. It's the same shit, bro. I won't accept yet. I know our club is in turmoil there. I don't want to see more of it, bro. I want to just read on Instagram. I don't want to see with my own eyes. That's all I'm gonna say.
I understand. You want to read about it, but you don't want to see it with your own eyes.
Bro,
but you know it's happening.
No, I don't.
KG, sorry. I don't think they wanted me to give you free game. Sorry to cut you off, guys, off here. Just to quickly finish with what I was saying before, because I'm still working. Like I said, when you hold the money up as leverage, yeah, it gives you access to another pot of funds. And obviously, right now, we're buying players on Klarna payments. We're not paying them the full price. We're paying them in sporadic years. So year 1, year 2, year 3. So if you have that money, think of it like a bridge loan or whatever. It's only for a couple of several months. I would advise a client to have that for. Once you've leveraged that money, you can go use that money that you've now got to go buy the other players in sporadic payments. So all of this stuff about, they don't know how to get money into the club. Yes, they do. Everyone knows that they do. But they just don't want to do it. And
they're not doing it, so they just don't want. But where's the club going to finish if they don't?
That's like I said. That's not up to me, and that's not up to you. I'm just giving you the information of what I believe is going on, because you don't go and sign a manager who has a particular way of playing football, and it's become very apparent halfway through the season or towards the end of the season. It takes specific player profiles to play the system, and it's a common consensus that we need an overall vamp of the whole team. Then the window comes and you've already got Cunha in, and then you're bringing in a player from Argentina from bloody goals, Santi something, playing left back and trying to redress him as a new signing. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So there's no need for me to start screaming and getting angry. You just either got to accept what it is or wait for them to prove me wrong. That's what That's what I personally believe is going on.
Fair enough. That's this club, man.
Are you lot still getting? To me, what's going on is Nice 2.0. Are you lot still getting Ndidi then?
But you can't don't brush up your nose at Ndidi. Wait. Don't brush up your nose at Ndidi, but you're willing to accept Johnny Evans. Because last time I checked, the end of last season, Johnny Evans was training with us, got relegated with Leicester, and he's good enough to sign for us to put us through. So don't brush up your nose at Ndidi, because Ndidi's not a dickhead or waste man midfielder. Sorry for swearing on your platform. So all of this stuff, like I said, there's like some kind of agenda when it comes to African players or something. He's not rubbed out, bro. He's not rubbed out. So I'm not saying I want him. This is not an advocacy saying I want him. But the way people just tarnish people's names, don't do that. Because if you're willing to accept people like Casemiro when his legs are gone, willing to accept Johnny Evans, willing to accept Luke Shaw, willing to accept mediocrity at your team, don't brush up your nose at other midfielders that could probably do a better job than what we've got right now.
Hey, but I feel some type of way you naming Casemiro first. I think Didi can't lace Casemiro's boots, bro.
As long as
Ndidi you can name others, but
I think he can lace up a lot of midfielders' boots at our club. So let's not do that.
Yeah,
you're judging Casemiro on what he done at Real Madrid. You're not judging what Casemiro done at Manchester United, and that's
bro. I'm judging at what he's done in the first season at Manchester United and the end of last season, bro. I'm just saying, judging Casemiro as a player. I'm just saying what you said. Listen, bro, give me a chance. I'm just saying what you say and call. No, let me say something. But that's the problem. You get to test your own medicine, it becomes bitter for you. I'm also pro-black. I hate the way African players are being treated, whatsoever. But now I'm defending Casemiro, who's lighter than me. Because I understand you're just defending Ndidi based on a player, right? So let me defend Casemiro. There's no way you could have just named Casemiro over. Like, you think Ndidi is better than Casemiro? No way,
I didn't say that.
KG. So that's why John Stockton is not.
But you said that Casemiro is mediocre. You called him mediocre, and you named him as the first mediocre player.
KG, is this guy a Manchester United fan?
Can he? Let me land Kenny. Are you mad? Of course he is, bro.
So if you're United,
by the way, I didn't even come to comment on that. I just wanted to say, like, I didn't find it fair for you to name Casemiro.
No, Kenny. I'm just saying, if you're a United fan and you watch all United games, you would be able to tell me Casemiro's first season was not amazing. He was very good, but he had a lot. He was suspended for majority of it, for large proportions of it, where he wasn't available. The second season, you're saying that he came to a decent level towards the end of the season. He came to a decent level when we were playing Europa League, where it was a lot slower. Talk about the actual Premier League,
bro. I do, and you're right about one thing. I do watch Manchester United, but come on, you can't be the only one just talking, right?
You're talking about
let's not.
Yeah, but like, come on, you can't be the only one talking, bro. You came here with your suit and tie, start giving us financial whatever. We let you talk. Now it's football talk. Let us talk. All right? Easy. We give each other chances to speak. No, but let me.
No, I gave you a chance. I didn't give you a chance. I'm just rebutting to what you said. You're talking about players that are
bro. I'm telling you, you cannot say Casemiro. What you're saying is that Casemiro.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, the Casemiro's first season was amazing. He was good. Playing in a shit team.
Why are you talking about his first season? Talk about what the season that just ended. Why are you going back?
Yeah, he became better towards the end of the season, isn't it? He improved his game.
He didn't. He played well in Europa League games. In the Premier League, he was still crap. Tell the truth.
He wasn't even being played in the in the Prem. He wasn't even played that much in the Prem.
And why wasn't he being played much in the Prem? Because we were
because we didn't have a proper because we didn't have a proper profile player to put him next to him. Bruno was all over the. Listen, Bruno was all over the place.
Please.
I'm trying to he wants to parliamentary discuss.
Exactly. Yeah. Whenever I want to look, bro, don't be like that. Don't play this politics shit. Like, bro, I can do it better than you. Let me tell you, every time I want to land a point, you deflect and start talking to KG about something as if I'm talking nonsense. Let me finish. The reason Casemiro didn't do so good in the league. Yes, we understand he's older and he's become slower. We have not put a right profile player next to him. He was playing against Bruno in the midfield. Bruno was straying, and Casemiro cannot handle that midfield with the straying Bruno. So don't come out here saying as if I don't know my football, bro. Let's discuss as adults and respect each other's points. Period.
Kenny, can I rebut that, please?
Go ahead. Wait, the people want to know in the chat. How did Ndidi play last season?
Cool. Kenny, you're talking about Casemiro. His job is a holding midfielder. Regardless of who's next to him, your speciality is holding midfielder. Without playing next to Bruno, I've seen him play next to Manu. I've seen him play next to Agate. I've seen him play to numerous amounts of different player profiles in that midfield. And to me, he still looks woeful. All of this defending of what Casemiro you're saying is, look at what he done in the first season. He's won 5 Champions Leagues. Talk about recency. The season finished less than 2-3 months ago. You're talking about things that happened ages ago. Talk about the beginning of last season. Where was he? Woeful. Doing jogger boller, jogging in the midfield like a guy that's drinking too much beer. This is not me being spiteful, being rude. I care about the best for United. And this is what I mean. Too many fans have too much of a definitive attachment to certain players. Whether you like him or not.
My first question is still there, though. The people in the chat want to know, bro.
What did he do last season? Just
like I said, Ndidi was not a world beater. He was part of a crap Leicester team that had multiple managers, where they even got Van Nistelrooy in there, where they already knew they were going down at one point. So the morale of the team was dead. This is not me an advertisement to be like Manchester United go sign Ndidi. All I said was this: at last season, Johnny Evans was told what he's just doing pre-season with us. Then we was linked with Kim Min-jae. Then we end up signing him on a contract. If he's good enough,
it did crap, bro. It did crap. Like, there's nothing we're doing here.
You've just said you're going to let me finish. Now
let me just go off now. I'd love to go to the point I came to talk because this is nonsense, KG.
Kenny, we're having a conversation. Who's cutting off who now?
I am.
Wait. No, Mr. Estrella, I'm with you, like, on the talk that you had earlier. But you have to be fair. Ndidi just got relegated, bro. He did.
So did Johnny Evans, and he was good enough to play for United for a whole season, and they were talking about extending his contract. What are we doing here? This is what I mean. Look, no, KG, even Victor Osimhen, he's a bad egg. We don't really want him. Blah blah blah. When we was linked with Gokeres before he signed anything, man, them don't want to do their research. Napoli fans were racist to him. There was adverts going out about a shaking Coke bottle, and they were saying about his head and stuff. And he felt disrespected, so we left. Instead of the media covering that, oh no, he's bad. We don't rate him, even though he's a bagsman everywhere he goes. But because he's African, there's some kind of thing around him.
I haven't like that. I don't like. That's true. That's a fair point.
Salah's been stat-padding for how long?
That's the point. I agreed with his point when
he
he
wasn't
came
from
with
Africa,
that.
maybe they'll give it to him. Man, need to call things out the way things are instead of making excuses. That's all I'm saying. No one said NDD's better than Casemiro.
That's why I disagree with him, KG. You know, with the same thing. He comes here with saying that, okay, yeah, we all know the biases whereby African players are not, graded correctly. We understand that. You understand? But me, where I disagreed with him, after he said that, he tried to use Casemiro as a mediocre player and named him first. And I refused. There's no way you can say Ndidi is better than Casemiro to a point whereby you're disrespecting Casemiro like that. That's what I said to y'all.
Kenny, I never said Ndidi was better than Casemiro.
You named Casemiro as the first player on your list of mediocre players. We can rewind this video, bro. What are you talking about?
KG, thank God for the internet. At no point did I say Ndidi is better than Casemiro. I said United fans are happy to accept mediocre players, and I mentioned.
No, he's saying I think the point that Kenny's making, he's saying that when you name mediocre players, the first one you named was Casemiro, and he thought
wait. KG, before we finish the end of the season, am I the only one that said we want Casemiro gone?
But that's why Kenny's crashing the thing in it, because he's saying don't call Casemiro the mediocre player in everyone you're saying. See, he's sticking to the point of saying you can't name, when you're talking about mediocre players, don't name Casemiro, is what you're saying.
Okay, KG, in the same break and sentence of Ndidi, imagine I refuse you starting by backing up Ndidi and using Casemiro as an example of mediocrity. Period, bro. I'm telling you that.
Maybe he's a drink in South Africa that's doing something different over there. I don't know.
Bro, that's the problem. Look, now you're trying to disrespect me because you're losing an argument. Look, he's disrespecting me because he's losing an argument. Bro, just continue saying, look, and I know you are selling. Bro, you're a salesman. You're a salesman of some sort.
I'm a trainee solicitor. I don't work in sales.
Bro, okay. No wonder you just argue. Now you're just arguing to.
Wait, hold on. Come on, help us out, bro.
Right. Ndidi rubbish. Casemiro's rubbish. We're trying to sell both of them. So we're trying to sell Casemiro. So what the fuck are we arguing about? Can we move on to a better topic, please?
Nah,
he's dead. No, but he's dead. He's dead. You're arguing about a player that everyone wants to sell. It's dead.
I didn't come here for that. I didn't even come here for that.
People argue for the sake of
don't come here standing us like that.
It's dead. Let's move on.
Don't come here standing us.
Please, bro. Please,
I want to speak my mind.
We're trying to sell Casemiro. Let's move on. Thank you very much.
Wait.
No, KG, I don't wait.
I need to know what Kenny's. No, Kenny came in here to talk about something else.
Yeah, I didn't come here to talk about the whole thing. But
let me read the supers. Oh my God.
People are hard of hearing, honestly.
I gotta take a second. Brother, we're fighting like this because my club's shit. Let's have it right. Do you know how much enjoyment? If I supported another team, yeah, I would love this. I hate that weird entertainment on the mains. I would love this, bro. I'd be in the chat with my popcorn thinking, yeah, their team's burning down. Look at them. They're fighting for Ndidi and Casemiro on the mains, bro. And they're linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But it's my club. Let's go. I hate your team. Wait, let's watch Wimbledon. There you go. Lee Jerome says, I hate your team from the depths of my soul, but I'm going to pray for you. Lord God, you need it. Look, see, people want to help us. Larry Romano said, Osimhen ain't taking a pay cut. He did say that. Larizio, he needs to deal with it. He needs to come and pay for his crimes because he's got a few still. Larizio told us, Moise Keane, bro. Where? Elanga has way more speed and keeps the ball a bit better. His finish and his cross needs more work. I'm sorry, guys. He's not better than... Elanga's not better than Garnacho. Let's not do that here. And even if you hate Garnacho, it's a lie. Amazon changing the title to fuck all and nothing. Troy Taylor, the club already embarrassed us for free. Yeah, I'm not bringing them in with the cameras. 10 million for all or nothing series. possibly the largest payment for this type of series, surpassing previous deals with City and Tottenham Hotspurs. Exactly. That's what man want to. Hopefully, Amazon come back with a second bid. Absolutely not. Remsen says, remember when they aired Pogba, when they aired the Pogba Mourinho's back? We didn't even get audio. We didn't even get audio. That clip, again. You're crazy. Right now, why do we care about exposing the dirty laundry when we're already homeless? Pav is right. Expose it. Some things is left. I feel like investing in stocks. Thanks, Estrella. Rashid says, thanks, Estrella. I'm ready to leverage on my left kidney to get a Lambo. Not financial advice. Bruno was half-assed first. Bruno was half-assed first half of the season also. Wow. Let me go. I'm Nigerian, and we don't want Ndidi in the nation side right now. Man is past his best. Man United reminds me of what Arsenal used to be. Laughing emoji. Yeah. Mid-off, Casemiro and Ndidi in 2025, you know. Don't let Canny hear you say that. All right. Let me bring the people back in. Kishon's been waiting. Who else has been waiting here? So wrap up.
Yo, KG.
Yeah.
Yo, I wanted to talk about the docu issue that you raised because you changed all the thumbnails and everything, right? I didn't want to go, but also Abs came in trying to sign people with children. Abs.
Oh my God!
No, but
anyway, question I have to ask: was I wrong?
Nah, some truth are hateful, bro. Some truth. No, I understand, Abs. I understand. Listen, you're not wrong. I'm just saying some truth are hurt. You know what I mean? Like somebody comes with the harsh truth, you still look at them sideways.
It's bro. No, it's a harsh truth. Yeah, bro.
You look at them sideways, but you're like, okay, anyway, it's all right.
Hold on, wait. Let him land. Let Canny land. Canny wanted to say something.
So, about this docu thing, I think what Pav was trying to say, I agree with Pav. The only thing I don't agree with Pav is that the amount, whether it's record paying, it's record for them teams like Arsenal, like Tottenham. It's not record for teams like United. The amount of fan base we have, the amount of sponsorship deals and pool that United have, that 10 mil is not, that's not enough. We're talking about 250, 300 mil, like KG said. That's acceptable. And I would say even 70% of that should be caveated to be put back to rebuilding the squad, because that we never do, whereby we have a chunk load of money just for players. I'll agree if it's set up like that, you know, whereby like, okay, let it, because I know for sure if we bring in the amount of players that we can change the narrative and change the story. Because right now, if you bring in cameras, the way things are going, bro, imagine having Jamie Vardy in the squad and we have cameras there as a player on loan. No, man.
You know, it's after the games. There's no money. I don't even think. I'm not gonna lie. I started saying those
thinking about it. There's no money enough, right?
I don't want it, bro. There's no money enough to make this make sense, bro. You lot saying your dirty laundry. When you see your dirty laundry,
100 million to be enough.
You see it on the memes, you will know something. That one scene that Pogba and Mourinho had, they have that week in, week out, you know.
Wait, guys, let me
let me add to that point, right?
Go on.
I think it's a disrespect as well to the club. For the magnitude of the club that we support, right? To finish 15th and for Amazon to come to us and be like, oh, you know, here's a documentary or whatever the case is. I think it's a good thing that Amorim, you know, declined it. I think the full focus should be on the team, you know, rebuilding in terms of, you know, just becoming better for next season. And I said to people, finishing 8th for United, we thought that was bad. 15th? 15th. Can you imagine that? And we're talking about Amazon documentary. We don't need that.
Is Amazon going to go back again for you lot?
What was that, sorry?
Going to go back again for you lot.
We won't take it. We're not listening.
Amrin turned it down. It's not happening. Amrin turned it down.
Was 10 million as well. So I'm thinking you lot should be at least more than that.
No, but Ineos, I'm hearing Ineos accepted But Amorim said no.
I read that they negotiated for the 10 million, and then Amorim still said absolutely not.
Absolutely, it was Amorim that said
we're
no.
going to do it for 10 mil.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
They negotiated up to 10 mil.
That's why I agree with the brother I was debating with earlier on here. The point that was very valid, and we should look into it. Where we all know it, but we just don't stress about it enough. Ratcliffe is a bloody front for these Glazers, and they're using him, and that's why we should all be on Inos watch and just like marry them together and Glazers out. Because if they agreed 10 mil before, well, wait a second. If they agreed 10 mil and it took Amorim, I'm sure Amorim said like, no, this is going to be a detriment to my career as well. I don't want this. So no. So, but they agreed and they say their interests are what? Manchester United? No. We need to question that.
Guys.
Who's that? Onzo, let Onzo go on, and then
Guys, I got two things to say real quickly, right?
Go on.
For if United was ever to accept 10 million from Amazon is a disgrace. Why? Because we are the second biggest club in the world. For us to even say, I even did research. I think Arsenal, Tottenham, or City, they got 10 mil.
No,
they're on the same level as us.
We got 10 mil for our one.
They're not, yeah, but we shouldn't even. They should be offering us 30 minimum.
That's what I was
Secondly, everyone's arguing about this 10 mil. If they were to sign a deal, are we getting 10 mil for this season, or would we have to wait till next season once everything has been recorded and edited before we get the 10 mil?
You wouldn't wait 10 mil for the next season. Sorry.
Oh,
the way it would work, they would have to give you they would either have to give you an initial payment, or they would pay a percentage of all of it all upfront. They wouldn't wait till the following season.
Oh, so usually in production you have an advance payment, guys.
Just because when they're recording certain things, they also
tell you still. I can tell you still, it's my world.
Actually, let me not cut you off there. KG, can I just say two things?
Exactly, KG.
KG.
Say something. Speak up, KG. Hey, you in the back. Speak up.
KG, I have to go back to work. Can I quickly just say two things?
Don't tell me Aubameyang on a free. I don't want to hear that.
No. KG, can I say two things really quickly before I forgot? The first thing is with the Canny guy. I want to reiterate the fact I never said Ndidi's better than Casemiro. I just said United fans are happy with all content with subpar players at this club. And I
don't think that's fair to United.
Let me let my point, because when the season when we acquired Johnny Evans' services, we was linked with Kim Min-jae and other first team strikers at other elite clubs. We ended up accepting him and saying, "Oh, he's better than what we actually got with Harry Maguire and stuff." And he got relegated with Leicester. And I'm just saying, it's a bit nefarious for people to brush up their nose at Ndidi when we have no midfielders and we're happy with Lindelof, Christian Eriksen being there when their legs are gone, and Casemiro being on 300k a week. That's a salary of an elite player at one of the elitist leagues in the world to be earning, for them not to even be starting in that. Secondly, I just want to show you, man, something before I cut. Go on Company House. Yeah. It says Manchester United. Obviously, a lot of people won't know how to use Company House. This is not me trying to be It's not me being condescending. And any financial advice I gave you earlier, that was me being boy to boy. That's not my professional. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't hold anything I said to be facts.
But let me ask you this, right?
Wait, no. I'm almost done. All you got to do is go on Company House, go on People.
Yeah.
Then you go on PSC, personal significant.
Hold on, some people don't know how to use Company's House, so this is a big thing.
And then once you go on personal significant control, that means the majority shareholder, the person who runs the business the most.
Yeah.
Joe Glazer. So when everyone keeps going, Inos, they are a significant shareholder. They own a percentage of the club, but the main people that still own the club that make the business financial decisions are the Glazers. So all of this stuff about Inos, no, stop saying it. They control or run the football inside. The ownership of who owns Manchester United is the Glazers still. And I've just shown you, everyone can go and check this on Company House. This information is there for free. If you need help navigating it, I'm sure there's YouTube tutorials how to teach you and people how to do it. Just go educate yourself instead of shouting.
I know that's true.
I think it's unfair, no, KG, because when Ineos purchase whatever shares in the club, right? When you present to the fans that you operate the football inside of things, right? We're expecting that you're going to help to rebuild this thing. So I don't want people to tell me about the Glazers or Joey Glazer or whatever the case is. Ineos is the one coming out and making big promises about stadiums. Barada came out recently talking about, if the government doesn't fund the stadium, then maybe we can't build it, or we're not going to challenge for a title in the next maybe 5 years or whatever the case is. I'm saying to you guys, we're united. This is not Arsenal or Spurs. We finished 15th last season. I don't care who bought this club for whatever percentage. They have to invest or find ways to be creative, to invest in the squad to get United back into a respectable position next season. Or else it doesn't make sense that Ineos is here.
Wait, hold on. Did you know Mr. Estrella? Obviously, he's in a suit and he's telling us what's going on.
Yeah.
I swear we all need that.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
KG, I was waiting for. Like I was waiting. Like,
what's going on? Breaking news that we didn't know today.
Today's show is sponsored by Company
bro,
House.
go check the YouTube. There's a YouTube tutorial, bro. Go check out the YouTube tutorial.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go in. I bet you he was wearing shorts underneath that shirt and blazer, by the way.
No, guys.
Shots and
This
stuff.
club is collapsed. You know.
Where's Charles, bro?
No, but guys.
This kind of nonsense.
Nah, you made me miss that because I was like, what the hell is this guy telling me? Company's house.
Oh my
God. We already know. It's mad. And you man were there like as if he was teaching us something. I was so confused. Like, wait, hold on. Wait, when? How? What is happening?
Bro, I was watching it. He goes, yeah, go to Company's house. People, and look, if you don't know, go and get
insider information.
When they were buying the percentage club,
KG, sorry, that information about running the company. Sorry to even cut you short. It's even Wikipedia even has that. Like this guy in Manchester, Wikipedia info is right there, bro. They even tell you, bro, on Wikipedia. Just check, bro. Like the most like. You see Joe Glazer running the company right there.
Yeah, let's move on. All of that shit.
Estrella made it seem like
we're just keeping quiet.
Estrella made it seem like
I'm not gonna lie, Charles. I said I had to be quiet. I said I had to be quiet. I was gonna drag it on.
You man, we're just allowing him just tell us what we already
No, because if
know.
he challenged it, he would have went on in it. So just stay quiet.
He was just listening, bro.
We wanted him to lag, bro.
Company house, you know.
Nah, that was nasty work. The killer is we did know, Charles. I'm sorry, bro, because you probably watching us. Just listen to this music.
I was still like, wait, really?
Nah, allow me, man. Allow him.
Just the Company's house and said people, you know.
If you don't know who's Company House, I'm sure that there's YouTube tutorials. I'm not trying to be condescending.
I'm not gonna boy.
Hey, what we calling him as a scholar though? Because that's a new type of scholar, bro. That's we got
a suited scholar, bro.
Financier, definitely.
The free-piece scholar, bro.
KG, you know those uncles that learn how to do something like technology. Bring it back.
Wait, because people talk. Wait.
Stand up, bro.
What you're not gonna do? Because you did try to flex on us. Yeah, you did. We were humbly sitting here, and you were telling us information. Yeah. And you told us what we know, bro.
No, you don't. KG, no, you don't. KG, respectfully.
What don't we know?
KG, respectfully,
Why don't you know?
Wait, we don't know.
Let me finish.
Okay.
The way some of you
Okay, wait.
Kenny, what you're not going to do, you're going to
let KG phrase the question properly. Let KG
let me land.
phrase the
I
question
already
properly.
know, so just let me land. I've just been
Wait, so what do you believe we didn't know about the ownership?
Cool.
Thank you,
the way, not you particularly, KG, but the way some fans and some people are still talking now, the way some fans, the majority of people in the live chat articulate themselves when it comes to Manchester United, like Ineos have final decision. They don't. The reason why I showed you that thing, it's not that it's not common knowledge, it's common consensus of knowledge, which means everyone should know, is certain people think
Bro, this
Ineos
is
have the final
grammar
say
still.
when it comes to decision making. It's not true. They
Nah,
do not. They do not.
So
Nah,
wait,
bro, like
okay,
right now,
okay,
you're just
okay.
speaking English, bro.
No, I'm
That's
not just
all
speaking
it
English.
is.
I'm
But
saying
it
It
I'm
just
sounds
saying
like
the
a
sounds
truth.
grammar
eloquent.
class, bro.
Like we already knew
I
all
don't
of this.
know,
Like
No, no,
Sports
from
bias,
when
You knew
grammar
all
Ineos
this
class.
got
already.
and we were like, what did you
Okay,
buy?
okay.
This
To
is
be honest, let
this
me
is
answer
just
this question.
grammar. No,
Skrilla,
no.
the information you actually gave, like when you went to company house and whatnot, and how you started phrasing it sounded as though you were going to give us this numbers of
Mad
information that
insight,
were,
bro.
insights towards the company. You just ended up by highlighting that the one that runs the company is Joe Glazer, which is information that's actually available on plain Wikipedia, bro. And Wikipedia and university, they don't even allow you to reference that. So
Okay.
what are you talking about? You're
Can
coming
you?
out here like talking as if you're some big scholar. Bro,
Can
I'm
you?
only learning new words here and there from you. Otherwise, when it comes to real context, there's nothing, bro. Say something.
Okay, that's fine. Kenny, just to rebuttal really
I'm
quickly.
listening.
Just to rebuttal really quickly. Me showing you company house was not to reinstate the fact or to give you new information about the football club. Like I've said, I've been on KG stream many times. I've been on Saeed's stream many times. And I've been on Kaz's streams many times. The common consensus, what I keep hearing from United fans, is Ineos, 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 like they have the final say. The whole point was to show you Manchester United as a public business. Who owns the public business is the Glazers. That means they have the final say when it comes to financial decisions and majority of the decisions.
So when everyone knowledge.
Wait,
For me,
don't ask me for my opinion and not let me finish. So when
because your opinion sounds stupid. The one with the problem is you.
Because
listen, the one with the problem is you. Listen, what I'm saying. Look, no. The one with the problem is you. Let me rebuttal as well. The one with the problem is you, because you seem to be the only one not understanding that people actually know what's happening. So you're coming here on the main and teaching people already shit they know. So what's the problem? It's you.
Doesn't make no sense then. Why are you crying on KG stream going my...
Don't provoke me to anger, because you'll be in danger.
No, KG, I really don't get it. Man's trying to cut me for wearing a three-piece. I'm wearing a three-piece because I'm working from home.
I'm wearing a three-piece. I'm not got a problem with the three-piece.
I'm not wearing a three-piece. I'm wearing joggers. I'm working remotely from home.
Exactly. You're wearing shorts.
No.
He's
a fraud.
I'm just right. You see what we're doing? What are we doing?
I told you, man. I told you, man.
He's a fraud.
I told you, man. I told you, man.
He's a fraud. No.
I told you, man, that he had shorts on. You guys thought I was taking a piss. I'm telling you. I saw that from a mile away. Everyone that works from home does the same trick, bro. It's fine. Upper body in the office, lower body at home. Everyone does the same thing.
Why did he show us?
Why did he confirm it? I don't know.
Why did he show us? Oh no, I spelled. Oh, this channel, man. Fucking hell. I'm finished. Oh man, I can't explain what happens on this channel. Estrella, big up, bro. You're not the first person and the last person to get vexed with this community, bro. You know what, yeah? This community is a crash out community. We've all been there, bro. If you've not crashed it on this community, you're not a part of it. Or if you've not had a bad moment in the chat, because I think there's levels, there's tiers to this community. Nicholas Walker. Hey, yo, what I need, yeah? I need the Kamala Harris clip when she says, "Don't come." I need that one. If you hold feelings or grudges, don't come. This place. The chat, everyone, you're in trouble, bro. Ooh, you have it. Hey, this safe space. Are you gonna get? Oh man, I'm gonna read the supers. Nah, that was mad. Abs with the corner free, bro. Oh man, Estrellas, bro. And the problem is, you know what's annoying? When you're serious and mean something, yeah, and other people are just on foolishness, it's annoying, you know? And the more you're getting mad, the rest are just, it's supply teacher settings. Do you know what? Estrella's only mistake was showing us the tracksuit bottoms. That was his only mistake.
God!
It was his only mistake because he didn't. Like, I hear him. There's other people, and he is everywhere. I watched Estrella on their platforms, Saeed everywhere. Yeah. And he was going well. But yeah, it was the company's house one. Because we know that was the maddest part. We know. They took so long to sell this club. We know. Let me read that's what the Kyrie footwork. All right, cool. But that's 3-piece Estrella, bro. Don't play with him. Wait, can he where's the protest? The team's getting sweet. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, this team again. Dressing in dispute and disputing parking fines. Now he's a trainee lawyer on a real talk. KG, every expert needs to present his credentials. I was proud of him for a second as a finance pro myself, but I forgot to check the power of Inos voting rights. The Glazers have ceded control of the football club to Inos. Bro, rest Estrella. I hear. I'm not getting involved in that. Estrella's that friend that invites you out when you get there. It's a pyramid scheme thing. Nah. Pick up Estrella every single time. Pick up Estrella. You need the rush with your KG because it's peak, not joggers with the 3-piece, bro. It was, I can't believe Abs called that one. Anyway, we got it. Has he uploaded the Don't Come thing? Nah, it's not there. Listen, you lot, this show was mad. If you're a new watcher, this is what we're like. It's not changing anytime soon. We had Mbuemo, Elanga, and Wage Cut as the start of the channel, and we spoke about something else. There's a lot of channels that you could hear about players not coming to Man United. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna do a members only show this evening though, so maybe you talk about it then. I'll do a members only. I'll do the group chat. So if you're a member, it's sent on WhatsApp. Upload it, man. What's about? I've done it on WhatsApp. Upload it, my friend. Oh, I'm outside. Sorry, yo. I'm going. Nah, I feel like I need to have that clip still. I'm just gonna end with that clip because it needs to be a warning to everyone. You can call in, but yeah, this is a warning to everybody. Feel free to call in anytime you want, but if you know emotionally you're due to get rattled, where's the clip? Wait, and seriously, your major points, make sure
I'll defend it.
You have to be ready to defend it. Oh man, where's the clip? It's taking 100 years to upload. Oh, I gotta give up. Yeah, let's just. Oh, here it is.
Do not come. Do not come.
If you know what? This community is not for the faint-hearted, bro. If you're holding feelings, or you want to have sometimes serious financial chat,
do not come. Do not come.
Drop a bomb.
back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.